A connection. We finally found someone. Oh, these little pixel stars. How I have missed them. Someone horticultural. Yes, yes indeed. Hello, can you hear us? Do not fear, you are currently in safe transit between worlds. As I can only assume maybe it was Truck Sama again, but here we are. We have something to ask of you, but first we need to know your name. Yes, they have summoned me once more for the full release of a gnomishly, adorably pixelated planty adventure that they no doubt sensed the depth of my dedication to all things nature and pixel, and they have found where Seri's been hiding for horticultural, my friends. Odd, but we can work with that. Oh my gosh. Pleased to meet you, Seri. We are the keepers, an ancient but near forgotten species of gnomes, which sounds ridiculously adorable, and it is. Especially because the gnome's purpose is to tend gardens with an arcane touch, helping life to flourish. However, our garden steward, Nightshade, mysteriously vanished some time ago. Fun fact, my beloved husband Chips and I had a raccoon in our backyard named Nightshade. Now I know where she went. Soon afterward, our world decayed into ruin. We will tell you more in time, but now we have an urgent plea. Anything to do with plants and bringing life to a world of ruin, I'm here for. Please, Seri, will you become our new steward and restore our world? I mean, what do you mean you could say no? Of course I'm going to. What the heck? Thanks so much, Seri. We are truly grateful. Before we begin, what will you call your garden? Aw, I forgot that. I didn't even know you could do this. That's so sweet. All right. Well, let's go ahead and we're going to name our garden. How about Mossdesia? Because I love moss and I love our world of Zoodesia, from whence I gain much of the experience I have in growing pixelated plants. It's getting time. You will arrive in Mossdesia any moment. Excellent, excellent. Hang on, we'll get in touch once you've arrived. A world in need of greenery? A world in need of a pixelated plant's touch? They knew who to call. I don't mind. I don't mind. Who knows what I was doing? It'd be a little awkward if you were just like in the middle of, I don't know, making dinner or like on your way to the shower or something, and then you're just summoned to another world to start putting down plants. But you know that you've got the qualities of a plantish pixel hero when on your way to the shower or not. You know what to do when you see some empty dirt and you're given a handful of seeds. So welcome everyone to the prepare for the full release of Horticultural, which should be releasing on the 11th of July, which is right around the corner, of course. And I love this so much. It has been, I think, literally years since we dabbled in the demo. It was one of the most delightful and charming things that I remember doing recently being, you know, in the last arc of time. And I have been dreaming of the day that we could return to our gnomes and return to growing our gardens. Because to be honest, I dream of growing gardens anywhere and everywhere all the time. Perhaps you don't always need plants. Maybe you don't always need more plants. My mind just stuttered trying to think of a case where that's actually true. I suppose that too is the quality that makes a certain brand of hero. They're good at one thing, and mine is plants and investigating the greenery and the nature around us. So welcome back to Horticultural. We do have an adorable little demo. You guys can go and check out the playlist of if you're interested. But I think all of us are really here to see what kind of new things are waiting for us in this land of dirt, magic, seeds, gnomes, and greenery. So let's go ahead and dive in and see if we can bring life back to this land. Also, I think I vaguely remember there is actually some nemesis, like an actual nemesis that we need to be wary of. I remember being exceptionally distressed about the state of my gnomes, the danger they were putting my frogs in, and there was, I think, either a snail or a raccoon that I got into a trade war with. Just to give you a sampler of what we might be saying. But again, that was the demo, and now I must attend and immerse myself in the new world in the full release, and not distress the gnomes by speaking of things that they would not know of, or know of. Oh no! Oh gnome! Okay, we have a whole new pun set. I'm so excited. My poor husband's ears are going to like, turn into pudding having to listen to all the puns. It's gonna be so delightful. All right, let's dive in. Greetings, Seri. We're excited to finally have you arrive. It seems like you found the inbox. Excellent. Letters are an energy-efficient way for us to communicate, so keep your eyes open for them. With time, you will reclaim all of Mossdesia, fill it with life, and eventually become a legendary horticulturalist. I mean, please. I would love that. Give me that title. I will collect as many of those as possible. But first, we should teach you some things. Let's start preparing Mossdesia for life. For this, we have attached a spade and a supply of grass. Convert some waste into grass. Kind regards, your friendly keepers. Ah, the spade. The spade changes a patch's surface. Choose a surface, and then, let's see. All right. So I know what to do. Look, like I said, we need to work on a little bit. Our current quest is some basic digging. No problem. Like I was saying, even if one was perhaps just engaged on their way to walking to go take a shower, or like maybe I need to be a little worried about having left the stove on a whole nother planet now, you give me some dirt and need. A seed and a spade, and I know what to do. Also, look at all these little council member gnomes. Hang in there, friends. I'm gonna prove I know what to do to you. Or with you. Oh wait, okay, I thought I did. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's see. Takes a little time for the grass to grow. I can apparently speed it up, and there's a little catalog for my collected surfaces and how long it takes to finish. The land and soil. Your standard grassy ground that is found in abundance throughout gardens and parks alike. Yes, indeed. No doubt my guinea pigs would love to eat this, but they'd probably want a lot more a lot more lettuce on it. They're lettuce beans. All right, let's see. Wonderful start! Your surface choice determines what items go on top. Let's practice this by planting our attached yarrow to your new grass. Oh, and since we have to conjure each item for you, we need some gold for each. We'll get the details of that in a bit. Maybe they eat gold, which sounds a little painful in the teeth, which makes you wonder, okay, if a gnome can eat gold, you probably don't want to be bitten on the ankle by one. Don't kick gnomes. There you go. So that you don't get bitten by like little gold eating gnomes. Anything that can eat gold, you don't want to be bitten by. I'm just saying. All right. Oh, look at all the other plants that we might have one day. Okay, deep breaths. The placer conjures items on patches with supported surfaces. Choose an item and go ahead and conjure it. And the items have different properties. They control item placement and animal habitats. Okay, got it. Oh, and then this is our little performance of how Mossdesia is doing. I think it's currently dead in the water, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Like, there's no income coming in. There's no life. We got to kind of revive this place. It doesn't need to be a zombie land. And here's our yarrow seeds. This is one of your collected items. What it costs to conjure, 5 little pieces of gold for a little gold sandwich stack for the gnomes, and how much daily gold it gives. Excellent. And so we can filter through the different pieces for plants. I would love more plants, but I'm not going to complain if there's other stuff as well. So 3 yarrow, possibly, so the gnomes can each have a sandwich. I can totally get behind that. Good location, Seri. If you change your mind, you can move items somewhere else by picking them up. We can also reclaim an item you hold, returning the original cost. I mean, excellent. It makes me actually wonder about gnome. Okay, it'd be a little rude to question, like, could gnomes produce like gold dust compost? That's a really personal question. I need to respect the fact that, you know, they're like another humanoid or like level species and not ask such rude questions. All right, so let's go ahead and try moving things. Oh, look at the little tree trunk. Okay, I desperately need that at some point. It's so cute. Okay. Oh, and you can move. That's right. Are all of you prepared to be like goldfish? Are you prepared? Are you prepared to conjure a bit of your own little pinch of a spirit into a frog here in Mossdesia? Because if you are, well, you know what to do. I can boot up that random comment generator. And we'll be able to go ahead and have some of you tossed in. Like, as a fish or a frog. And I'll try very hard not- Is that a giant thing of lettuce? Okay, okay, I'll try very hard not to get anybody like smushed, but we'll just have to see how things work out. Oh, ooh, ah. You make this look effortless, Seri. I mean, to be fair to them, moving a small plant is probably like picking up a whole tree. It would be a lot more work than what I'm doing. Natural items contain magical essences that we can harness. Since you are not magically attuned, we have devised an intermediary, gold coins. At dawn, we use the combined essence of Mossdesia to conjure fresh gold for you to work with reclaiming the wasteland. But it's getting late, Seri. Our tiny hands are crampy from writing letters, so let's continue with dawn. Can you imagine how hard it must be for them to write big enough for me to see? That's so cute. They should just give me like a magnifying glass, and they can just write smaller, and I'll squint and read so they can rest. Nighty night. P.S. Night gets rather dark, but you have nothing to worry about. For now, perhaps. All right, so let's see. Then we go ahead and we wait for dawn. Dawn brings new weather and a payout of freshly conjured gold. The payout depends on your garden's items, love bonus, and upkeep. Your progress is also saved, letting you continue your journey at a later time. Excellent, excellent. So, how are we doing? Good morning, Seri. We hope the night treated you well. While there's more to learn, you should now be able to handle a day by yourself. You see, we have a little task of our own. As this world withered away, our friends moved out. Good friends, helpful friends. We would like to send them a message of hope, letting them know that we found a new horticultural steward. So try what you have learned, and we will return tomorrow to teach you about animals. Yes, the journal contains some rewarding challenges should you run out of gold. Oh, whoa! Okay, can you imagine running out of that much gold so fast, though? Also, there's so many things. Like, we have a bit of gold coming on in. Wait a heckin' second here. Look at how much of journal this journal has. I am such a... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that my, like, house? Is that, like, the view from my house? Hold up here. Tracks various information, progression, quest. Oh, be still my heart. Known creatures, contracts, archived mail, lore, and statistics. I have no idea what this building is, but if it improves and we get to tidy it up as we build up our magic, I'm 100% here for that. 100%. Then we've got our little tasks, and it looks like each of the different tasks will help us out. Oh, interesting. With rewards. And then the little council members. Oh my gosh, look at all the creatures we can have. Yes! Yes! So much new life of the new world to explore. Special keepers assigned to oversee a singular world. They work together in a council, often found in a cottage nestled deep within the world's heart. For all but the smallest of undertakings, they summon a horticultural steward to run the show, and as such, primarily advise and assist. I guess it'd be like if a Pikmin or whatever, like, species Olmar of the Pikmin-esque world. I bet they're related to Olmar. Don't you think these are maybe like distant cousins that have spread out spore style from like the Pikmin-esque worlds? I can see those overlaps now, especially what with gathering essences from plants. Oh my gosh, the lore is just all connecting. You can't convince me otherwise. Oh, look, and speaking of the lore, the Council Cottage, sanctuary for the Council of Keepers. Within its unassuming exterior, the Council convenes to call upon their trusted steward, carry out ancient rituals, and munch on their cherished biscuits. That's adorable. Beneath lies subterranean vaults that safeguard countless books of wisdom. The Council spends endless hours here, poring over the tomes for secrets thought forever lost. I also love the idea of them just having an entire network full of tiny itty-bitty books for their tiny itty-bitty hands to read. Like their eyes, obviously, but like their little hands writing in it down below the surface. Like a bunch of, like if ants could have like libraries, whoa, that would be pretty intense. Like, I would feel like a world destroyer if I ever stepped on an ant nest by accident then. I already do. Do ants have art? These are the kinds of questions I never thought to think about before, but now I'm going to be even more careful stepping on ant nests and try not to, like really, really hard. Mailbox. Its weathered facade hints at a long past of guarding correspondence. What could it have seen? Perhaps secretive exchanges under cover of darkness, right under the nose of the council? Give it a tap to see what its insides hold. And the waste. Once rich and fertile, this soil now lays barren and unable to support any form of life, its surrounding air thick with the stench of decay. Strewn remnants of the past serve as a solemn reminder of the previous garden's ultimate demise. Oh my gosh, I love how there's a little bit of like insight for everything. Look, and there's apparently 24 keepers. Oh, that's so cute for the different contacts. Good to know, good to know. All right, so it begins, and there are other challenges we can face, such as reclaiming, interesting, reclaim a held item with the action wheel, cleaning house and get rid of all the waste in your garden. I could totally get behind that. Grassroots, have 100 tiles of ordinary grass. 5 in the bag, complete 5 days. Early beautification, place 50 items in your garden. Well, we can definitely go ahead and attend to some of those things if you ask me. Let's go ahead and reclaim this yarrow. Let's see. There we go. So that will reclaim a little bit of gold. Hi there, Seri. You have completed the following challenge. Reclaim a held item. Well done. Whoa, that gave us back a lot more gold. Excellent, excellent. And then we've also got getting rid of all the waste in our garden. All right, let's see. How early is it? Wait, is it nighttime already on day 2? Oh my gosh. Is that because I ended up spending so much time just like yammering to myself? Oh my word. I'm gonna remember that. Also, it looks like this is like residue. Adaptation, minus 14% of what, I wonder? And then if we reclaim this, the reclaim value is like 85 gold. Oh, that's so cool. What's Rhodesium? How do I, like, what? I want to find out more of these things. Where's the tiny gnomes with their tiny books? I need to learn more. Okay, and the little mailbox is empty inside right now. But then if we get rid of the Rhodesium, I wonder where we're storing that, but we're getting a lot of gold from it, so I'll take it. Let's see. It looks like we got all the Rhodesium, and they're keeping me safely contained within the borders of making sure that you don't let a wander, like if you let a Seri just wander off right now, I have no sense of direction. They would never get their garden grown. Don't blame them for playing it a little safe. Ooh, flower bed! Ordinary soil filled with minerals, nutrients, and organisms. Perfect for growing everything from carrots to tulips. I want to grow carrots. I want to grow tulips. And then dirt, cousin of soil that is considered dead since it lacks nutrients and living organisms. However, it does help your creatures traverse quickly. Oh man. Oh man. There's so many options. Okay. Oh, what's this? Right, we forgot. Sorry, Seri. When you poke around Mossdesia, you may find lost treasure from our nightshade days. Keep the gold, but if you show us any artifacts, we'll see what we can do with them. Happy treasure hunting. Archaeology? Uncover treasure by digging patches of wasteland. You will mostly find gold, but sometimes lost artifacts are discovered for your use. I have no problem with that at all. I would like to see some more, and we're improving our gold, it seems. There we go. Am I actually growing this stuff, or does it only grow at night? I mean, hello grass? Yes, 4 seconds. It's time. Oh my gosh. It's still the morning, that's why. I just kept the whole world frozen. I was like, wow, it's already night. No, I hadn't even let the sun rise. My yammering to myself about like deep lore and ant art ended up keeping the sun from rising. Well, what are you going to do? Start by getting that spade out and getting rid of all of the... There we go. Ooh, what'd I find? Man, there's a lot of gold hiding under some of these spots. Hi there, Seri. You have completed the following challenge. Gather 100 gold from archaeology. Well done. Yay! That gives us a little extra gold too. I don't mind. I'm just glad I'm not accidentally digging up their little libraries because I feel really bad about that. All right, almost done getting rid of all the gold or all the waste in the garden. Whoop! Most excellent, whoop, oh my gosh. Most excellent, Seri. You've converted all the wasteland in Mossdesia. Continue the great work and make sure to keep converting when you get a chance. As a token of our appreciation, we've attached a small sum of gold. Have a great day, the keepers. Aww. So you get even more gold for that too. What else do I possibly have? Stones and plantain lilies, you say. Oh my gosh. And my yarrow! There's yarrow! Variants now! And moonshine! A yarrow. There's variants of the plants. Deep breath. I'm so excited. Okay. A yarrow with yellow lemon flowers, easily contained as it does not recede nor spread. Excellent. And well, does that mean that like the yarrow spreads? A flowery one that likes soil, perennial, best planted in fall. For some, it's an aggressive weed. For others, a garden decoration and well suited for naturalized areas, attracting pollinators such as butterflies. And then a larger yarrow that it gives a lot more, it costs a lot more gold. I wonder if it's just because it's bigger. You do get a little bit more daily gold. It costs a lot more than just like plain gold. But I wonder if like the bigger one actually helps out with like more plants. It doesn't seem to be terribly much bigger, but at the same time, let's see. So now, residium, valuable remnants left behind from your by your predecessor, reclaim for extra gold. All right, and then grassroots have 100 tiles of ordinary grass. 5 days, place 50 items in your garden. Interesting. And tomorrow, our little gnome friends are going to be back with some advice about how to take good care of animals. And something tells me they're going to say that stones might be a good thing to have, since the stone is a smaller rock fragment that can be moved by a human and good for basking. Now, I have a feeling that just like we need to have foliage or soil for the plantain lily, basking is probably going to be good for like yieldy lizards or snakes. Or what are other things? I mean, to be honest, I think a cat will bask in the sun, but I don't think on the stone. But I just kind of love the idea of contemplating like, but what kind of creatures would like to bask in my spots? Let's put down this yarrow. And then what does the plantain lily offer? Oh, that shading, shelter, and foliage. Thrives in a shaded garden, providing some shade of its own with abundant and thick leaves. And it likes soil. Does the grass count as soil? Let's see. Yes, it does. It's land and soil. See? If you know just a touch about plants, then everything starts to seem like it feels a little bit obvious in what you need to do. Let's see. Checking. Okay. Let's put down a couple more of the plantain lilies. And then honestly, like one of the stones, I really want to be able to work with little like animals, but I'm gonna feel like super proud if we're able to pull off making the animals a little bit happier with us. Like, let's get some moonshine over here, I guess. I'm gonna feel really proud if like the animals just show up tomorrow when the gnomes are like, oh, we've got to teach you how to work with animals. And I'm just over here like already set up, ready to go and, you know, impressing them with my skills. Ooh, that's interesting. I think that the health of the garden and the love of the garden went up a little bit because we're showing it love. Oh no! That hits me a little harder than I think it's supposed to know that if you invest the time, if you invest the attention and the love, then it's given back to you and it grows. That's delightful. That's really delightful. Aww. Let's see. So I think, like, I want to see what the morning holds. There we go. Well done! Not a single catastrophe while we were gone. We have now sent our message of hope far and wide. Seri, things are about to take off. You can expect our old friends to reach out with assistance in your gardening journey, but we shouldn't delay. It's animal time. Yes! Animals require habitats to live in, and each species has its own requirement. Try creating a bumblebee habitat. We have attached details for your journal. In short, they need some shading and lots of flowers. P.S. We found some stuff for you under our secondary cookie jar. Okay, that's adorable. Look at the grass! Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Each species has a habitat size and habitat requirements. A habitat forms once a patch has enough required properties nearby and no forbidden. These come from surfaces, items, and lived-in habitats. The planner helps you plan habitats. It shows habitat fulfillment and enforces formation in the surrounding area. Track a species from the journal, from the creature page in the journal. Excellent, excellent. Well, oh, hello, council members! Excellent, you've got a lovely little habitat going. With an available habitat, curious creatures will start showing up once weather permits. It may take some time, so be patient. When a curious animal pays you a visit, just place it in its new home to have it settle. Settle a curious animal in your new habitat. P.S. We have an additional task for you. Collect enough gold, and we will demonstrate something you will absolutely love. Look at the little frogs! I have missed these frogs so much! Oh my goodness. Curious animals visit occasionally when you have empty habitats. They only show during their active hours and never during disliked weather, so you may have to wait a bit. Oh my gosh. And then once you said, oh, is this my new home? I forgot about that. Pick a curious creature up and place it in an empty habitat to settle it. This also works with existing residents, letting you change their homes. That could be you. That could be you. The bumblebee in my garden could be you. You know what to do. You know what to do, my friends. And then you too. Oh my gosh. This is really starting to escalate a little quickly. I really do want to find a bumblebee. Oh my goodness. Okay, habitat requirements, flowery and shading, and we'll learn more if we like master that, and then we'll be able to have some bumblebees. They show up from 7 to like close to midnight-ish. They like the sun, they don't like the rain, they like things flowery, and they like to have at least a 5x5 zone. And now that we have some gold, we can finally share this golden tidbit. We're sure you've been eyeing the surrounding waste, wishing you could dig all that unused space. Well, hold on to your hat. I wonder if you can like earn a gnome hat. Do I get a gnome hat if I'm a good gardener? Because I would like that a lot. We have covered the difference for your first one. Try expanding to a nearby plot. P.S. It takes a lot of energy to keep plots fertile, which means some daily upkeep. Maybe don't go too wild. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, so expand into adjacent plots to grow the garden for an increased upkeep. Release existing plots to free up resources. Upkeep. Oh boy. Like, for some reason I think that they're not talking about like scooping the poop of a bumblebee. I think, oh, a curious bumblebee! It's a curious bumblebee, friends! Oh, there it is! Here it is! The very first bumblebee! Oh my gosh, I caught it. We have our first little curious animal! And trying to catch a bumblebee is really hard, by the way. I am more than mildly amused at how tricky it is to chase that down. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Bees in the Bumbus genus that are related to both wasps and ants. Although they collect nectar like honeybees, they do not make any honey. They are important pollinators sensitive to climate change, land exploitation, and pesticides. To help them, you can plant shrubs and flowers to build nesting shelters. And then mastering the flowery and shading will allow us to figure out how to make like really, really, really happy bumblebees. And we've only collected like 14% of the information and stuff about them. That's so cool. But now I really need to like name this bumblebee, and I'm hoping we're able to go ahead and like, where did it go? I don't know where my bumblebee went. The bumblebee is so adorable, Seri, and it will let you perform upgrades too. What? Our friend should get in touch about that soon. Animals become happier if you fill their habitat with things they like, but wreck a habitat and they will eventually leave. Oh, and make sure to have some shelter and food nearby. You can find culinary preferences in the journal. Good luck finding new and adorable creatures. P.S. Maybe you want to try to name the bumblebee? That would be quite an achievement. I mean, I'd say. But alright, friends. Oh, we've learned about frogs. I don't have any water. How can I make a frog happy with no water? Okay, we're gonna have to like definitely improve on that because I am not sure how we'd make a frog happy. Also, how did we get such a bigger piece of yarrow? Possibly by getting a bee? I need to name that bee. There it is again! All right, thank you all so much for joining us on this adventure. Obviously, we are beginning to take things off at quite the pace, and it is just as adorable as I remember. And there is a lot more to explore, and a lot more to change, and a lot more of the world to create. And it's going to be delightful and fun and adorable. And when did you change your shirt? Am I winning over the council members? Do they know? Oh, I think it was eating a cookie. Okay, that was really cute. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.